Good afternoon.
I want to know, how does it feel that Trump is in office right now? Mayor Brandon Johnson, you underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in your side, and we're going to be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too.
What about our real estate? Because see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
Have you ever thought about what charities and causes, the brands that you give your hard-earned money to support? Pure Talk, my cell phone company, supports veterans. As a veteran-led company, it's their passion project. And that's why Pure Talk has alleviated $10 million in veteran debt. That's why they donated tens of thousands of dollars every month to help prevent veteran suicide. And that's why they just donated $50,000 to Mike Rowe Works, providing scholarships to veterans learning the trade after active duty. Now, isn't that a company that you can get behind? Time to jump ship from Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. There's a better option. Pure Talk gives you the same great coverage, America's most dependable 5G network, for half the cost. And you'll be helping our veterans. It's a win-win. Dial pound 250 and say keyword Brandon Tatum. You'll be connected to Pure Talk's U.S. call center. That's right. They invest in American jobs to better serve you. Dial pound 250 and say Brandon Tatum and save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless company. Let's talk about Brandon Johnson, because I think it's notable. It should be noted that this idiot that is running Chicago, he's a Chicago mayor. This guy is worse than Lori Dirtyfoot. They call her Lightfoot, but she a dirty foot, nasty foot, slew foot, club foot, right foot, left foot, club foot, whatever you want. Bigfoot. I don't know. That lady had clown shoes on one of them press conferences. I say, boy, who put Beetlejuice in at mayor in Chicago? Homegirl had the Beetlejuice shoes, and if she wasn't all awkward enough, that she married a white woman. These people swear that white supremacy, and they go marry a white person. I don't know a single politician that's in a higher power, other than maybe one or two, that are married to the people of their race. And they advocate that the white man and white supremacy is taking over, but they're creating the white generation. What's her name? Vice President Kamala Harris, white man. Who did she vote for? A white man. Who did she make as her VP? A white man. Don Lemon, white man. Jean Pierre, I think she was a white woman. Clubfoot, Lori Dirtyfoot, white woman. Who else we got? Van Jones. I looked at one of his girlfriends. I had to look. Van Jones' last serious woman was a white woman. At least when I looked it up. Maybe he had a few dudes, a few other women in between. We could go down the list. AOC, white man. She was a white dude. Who else can I think about that's on the left that talk all this shenanigans and they married to white people? I could probably keep going if I think long enough. All right, let's get to the clip of them just blasting Mayor Johnson. He deserved every minute of the backlash from the black community. Now, let me preface this, because I don't want people to think that Brandon Tatum is being disingenuous. This is a small minority of black people, but most of the common sense is coming from these black people. So it's a minority, but this is where all the brains at, right here. Roll the clip.
Good afternoon.
I want to know, how does it feel that Trump is in office right now? You see that?
Okay.
You see that, Mayor Brandon Johnson? You underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in your side, and we're going to be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're going to take matters in our own hand, and we're going to stop it. You know that Trump had pulled 45% of the voter in the state of Illinois, 37 in the city of Chicago. That's the statistic. That means that Illinois is turning purple. We're going to turn red.
Y'all can bird dog me all y'all want, but if it's relationship over duty, then y'all don't serve the blue. And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you. Because you're going to protect the undocumented. Why you going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer under your, 33%? See, Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected. You and that creep over there.
Acting like, you just gonna bully everybody. You got people, officers whose families don't even want you to come to the funeral. You just like a schoolyard bully. That at some point, and you might not know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin, but those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley and everybody come at him and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him. That's you. That's you. Keep thinking you ain't gonna abide by what the President of the United States said. Everybody know better than that. I see you, Anna Valencia, in your red. You know what it is. This is the second time you showed up in City Council in red. You know what it is? Yeah. Yeah. So you and the rest of them that know what time it is, y'all come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. He's a loser. No, me and Zoe, we ain't doing nothing for nobody except for ourselves. We got you, loser.
14% rating is what you appear to have, Brandon Johnson, across the United States, or how they see you. But 14% rating. Now, I'm going to talk about all those known donations of $11.5 million that came from places like the CTU, the SEIU, the American Federation of Teachers, Illinois Federation of Teachers, and then someone got the nerve to get on there and talk about cutting the pensions. What about our real estate? Because, see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
As you can see, there are people that are disgruntled with Brandon Johnson, and I think that more people will come out and oppose him. This fool done said so many crazy things. He played a race card every chance he get. We got evidence and videos of him doing it. And then he comes out and supporting all them illegal aliens in the city. I'm surprised black people still vote for that guy.